It is most people's dream to one day be financially stable and to be able to manage their money effectively. The day when you have your first $1,000 in the bank is a major milestone. But what should you do with it? Hello and welcome to our channel, folks. So in this video, we'll share with you 5 things that you can do with your money once you have $1,000 in your bank account. Number 1. Set up an emergency fund. In order to invest and make your money, you need to first learn how to protect and preserve the money you already have, since it's not about the money you make, it's what you keep, so managing your money is a skill you need to master. A safety net is a necessity for everyone. Each person's recommended size can differ, but unexpected bills are inevitable, so everyone must set aside a portion of their budget for them. According to conventional wisdom, you should keep between 1 and 6 months worth of living expenses in an emergency fund. In general, the more irregular your income or expenses, the bigger your emergency fund should be. Also, avoid touching or using your emergency savings for unnecessary expenses, as this would put your financial security at risk. Start with a high-yield savings account. If you are unfamiliar with high-yield savings accounts, they are savings accounts that typically pay 20 to 25 times the national average of a standard savings account. People typically hold their savings account at the same bank as their checking account, making transfers easy and quick between the two. However, with the advent of online-only banks, as well as traditional banks who now allow account opening online, the competition on savings rates has skyrocketed, creating a new category of high-yield savings accounts. A high-yield savings account can be a reliable medium for your money, protecting your principal, providing federal insurance, and giving you a better return than a regular savings account, though less than you could earn from more risky investments. Be sure to consider how a high-yield account, or several high-yield accounts, can the most benefit your financial situation and goals. Do your research and find an account that allows you to maximize your earnings while avoiding fees at the same time. Banks like CIT Bank offer high-yield savings accounts with interest rates between 1.5% and 2.5%, which at least keeps pace with inflation. You can access your funds instantly in case of an emergency if the savings accounts are FDIC insured and 100% liquid. Another option for you is to automate your savings. It's important to understand that an emergency fund does not consist only of savings accounts. It is not uncommon for people to keep several layers of emergency accounts that they can tap into in an emergency to minimize the opportunity cost of keeping so much cash in low-yield accounts. A few examples of additional layers include low volatility stock funds, short-term government bonds, money market funds or accounts, and unused credit cards. Number 2. Creating an individual retirement account or IRA. The same way everyone needs an emergency fund, everyone needs to save for retirement. It happens sooner or later that you won't be able or willing to work anymore. The growing number of older workers being laid off means we all have less control over when we retire than we realize, and an IRA is one of the easy ways to invest for retirement. To begin with, the Employee Retirement Income Security Act of 1974 created the Individual Retirement Account, or IRA. Its creation reflected between jobs more frequently and living longer after retirement. Its creation reflected a larger trend away from employer pensions. In response to the seismic changes in how Americans retired, employers started offering defined contribution plans like 401ks and 403bs. However, not all workers received employee retirement benefits, so the federal government created the IRA to help Americans save tax-free for retirement regardless of their jobs. To sweeten the deal, these IRA accounts offer strong tax benefits. Roth IRAs differ substantially from traditional IRAs in this regard. In contrast to traditional IRAs, where you get the tax deduction immediately but pay taxes on withdrawals in retirement, Roth IRAs work the exact opposite way. The money you contribute to a Roth IRA now is subject to taxes, but you can withdraw it tax-free in retirement. The best part about these accounts is that they are relatively straightforward to open. IRAs can be opened through any investment broker, such as M1 Finance, Robinhood, or Vanguard. It is up to you what kind of investments you want to make: stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds, commodity funds, and whatever else suits your fancy. It only takes about 5 minutes to open an account online, and you can start investing for retirement immediately. IRAs can and should play a pivotal role in retirement planning, both traditional and Roth. Even those who strive toward financial independence and early retirement, FIRE, can use tax-sheltered retirement accounts to reach their goals faster and retire as young as possible. However, neither IRA is without limitations. So when you are creating your retirement plan and continually improving it, make sure you are aware of the advantages and disadvantages of every retirement account and how it fits into the larger picture of your financial independence post-career. Number 3. Open an account with a taxable brokerage. You might as well open a taxable brokerage account at the same time as the IRA. It's possible to accomplish both at the same time, thus killing two birds with one stone. Both your brokerage account and your IRA can be used to invest in stocks, bonds, REITs, and funds like mutual funds and ETFs. There are restrictions on IRAs, such as annual contribution limits and penalties for withdrawing money before retirement. In contrast, taxable brokerage accounts provide you with greater flexibility or allow you to reach financial goals before your retirement. The money can be contributed, bought, sold, and withdrawn at your convenience. It is understandable that new investors feel intimidated by the process of creating an account and choosing investments. Start with a few index funds if you're not certain what to invest in, and you will gain broad market exposure. Take into account a fund that mimics the S&P 500, such as the VFINX, a fund with small-cap stocks like SCHA, and a fund with international companies similar to SCHF. It is also possible to delegate the investment decisions completely. Find out how to get free or inexpensive investment advice and how to automate your investments with a robo-advisor. Regardless of how much money you invest, the most important thing is to do thorough research, open an account, and make your first investment. Number 4. Develop a passive income. Are you familiar with the tale of the golden goose that lay golden eggs every day? This is the concept of passive income. Buying an investment that pays you income month after month or year after year. So with enough golden geese, your day job may become unnecessary. Having enough passive income streams to pay your bills is the key to financial independence. In addition, income comes even when you're sleeping, traveling, or out with friends. Rent, dividends from stocks, rental properties, REITs, and many other sources generate passive income. If you have a large amount of it, then your dependence on income from your job will be reduced and you will be closer to retiring early if you like. The cost of some investments that produce income is large upfront, like rental properties. Others, however, can be invested in with less than $1,000 and can start bringing in income immediately. It is crucial for you to be aware that passive income is not something you earn by doing nothing. The process of creating passive income requires real effort. Some passive income sources, such as car wrap advertising or shopping apps, don't require much work but don't pay well either. The development of passive income streams that bring enough money to live on, like writing books and owning rental properties, requires a major investment of effort, time, and sometimes money. Passive income has the advantage that, once the work is done, the money continues to flow without your involvement. Spend enough time setting up passive income streams during your working years, and you'll eventually be able to earn enough so you don't have to work extra hard. Until then, you'll be able to enjoy the extra income. Remember that it should be your savings that make money for you, rather than you having to work constantly for them. Number 5. Clear your unsecured debt. Unlike mortgage loans and car loans, which are secured by collateral, unsecured debts such as credit card balances, student loans, and personal loans usually carry higher interest rates. If you have debt, the most important part is to actually pay it off instead of trying to figure out how to do it. Take care of any credit card debt before you do anything else. In the US, the average credit card rate is over 17%, making credit card debt a primary priority. You can pay off your debts as quickly as possible by using the debt snowball or debt avalanche method. To buy yourself some time while paying off your balance, you can open a low APR credit card that offers a 0% introductory rate on balance transfers. Student loans and personal loans can also compromise your credit score and drain your financial strength. No matter what other financial goals you are pursuing, such as retirement or a down payment on a house, set aside extra money every month to pay down all unsecured debts immediately. There are a few financial priorities that are universal, such as getting out from under credit card debt. Others will be based on your personal priorities. The primary thing here is to prioritize your financial plans. A majority of people spend hundreds of dollars each month on clothing, spa treatments, and gadgets without bothering to prioritize their spending. By all means, set a budget for those expenses according to your needs. Nevertheless, you should keep in mind that your money is finite and that if you spend it on one thing, it will leave you with less money to invest in something else, like owning a home or opening a business. It's just a matter of being intentional about your financial plans and making sure that your budget reflects them. There's nothing better than wondering what to do with your extra money when you have it. So that is all the time we have today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have questions, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. And don't forget to show your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel to view more of our amazing videos. Oh, and one more thing. Please do me a favor and hit that bell icon on your way out to remain updated about all of our future videos. We'll see you next time.